I'm here on the set of the Sunshine Boys, the latest production of Foothills Performing Arts here in Downtown Lenoir, and I'm here with the director, Cody Watson. Cody, tell me a little bit about the show.
This is a classic Neil Simon comedy. It's one of his later shows, so it takes place a little later in time than what you would normally think of a Neil Simon show.
Yeah.
It's the mid-'80s instead of the '60s or '70s. But think of it almost as The Odd Couple, but with two aging vaudeville actors who just hate each other. And they are forced to work together again because of a CBS special. They haven't seen each other for over a decade. And they're trying to sort of sort their things out and redo the act and basically not kill each other at the same time.
Oh, wow. Now, Neil Simon's, his plays seem to run like his life, like it's all about stuff through his lifetime, isn't it? Because it started out like how he was in the military in like World War II,
right,
all the way up until like I guess like Goodbye Girl and things like that. I'm trying to think of all the different Neil Simon plays. There's so many, but this is one of his later plays, like you say.
It is.
And so, how many people are in the cast?
There are 3 principal characters that are in virtually every single scene. One character more or less carries every scene. If he's not there, it just falls apart. There are 8 total cast members.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. But I've known about the movie. I remember the movie with George Burns when I was a kid.
Right.
It's an old movie. But so I'd heard about it and knew about it. But it seems like an interesting choice. Now, tell me a little bit about your cast, about the folks that you've got doing the show.
Well, we are excited because we have 2 returning actors that have worked with us in the past, but they haven't worked together for over 10 years. So it's very close to the Al and Willie story that they haven't worked together in over a decade, and now they've been forced back together. But fortunately, Marshall Goff and Stephen Starnes do like each other.
Well, that's good. That's what I was going to ask you.
It's been very pleasant.
If they were butting heads or what?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good on that side. Now, and this is also the 50th year of Foothills Performing Arts, isn't it?
It is. This is the 50th anniversary of Foothills Performing Arts.
Wow.
It's amazing to think it's been going on that long.
Yeah, it is, and I've had a little part in that some.
I think we all have. Wall right back there, actually.
Oh, actually, that was a different show. That was a different theater company. But yeah, and that was one of the first shows that was done here, and a few years back. But anyway, but Foothills has had, people in Caldwell County have depended on seeing Foothills Productions for those 50 years.
Right.
And it's, and it is our theater group. Mm-hmm. And you're the local guys. You do it, and you keep doing it year after year. I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to see if I can con some of these guys into talking to me and see what they think about it. Is there anything I might have missed that you want to talk about?
No, I think we did great. You did great. I just
you're just answering questions. That's all you got to know.
But we have Marshall Goff, Stephen Starnes coming back.
Okay.
This is his second show ever as one of our principal leads, Chris Beaver, who's doing just a fantastic job.
Cool.
And then you'll notice some local faces around if you come and see it.
Now, because I am a theater geek, tell me about the technical folks.
The tech folks?
Yeah, because that's who's doing your tech stuff.
So I ran out of time. to do things.
Is it director stuff?
right, director stuff. So I ended up designing the lights and getting the sound and all that together.
Yeah.
But running the team, we have Caitlin Crutcher over here, who does not want to be on camera, but is our fantastic stage manager. She does a great job. And operating, we have one of our cast members who's only a voiceover, Christopher Miller.
Oh, okay.
He is running our lights, and then when it's time for his voiceover, he clicks on the microphone.
Oh, that's cool.
And we also have Meredith Watson,
okay.
Meredith Hall Watson, who is a local math high school teacher.
Oh, okay.
Who got the theater bug. She's running sound and music. And then backstage, we have Stephen Bailey, who is a constant actor on stage here, and Dalton Ryder, who are all helping with scene changes.
All right. Well, if I think we're going to see if we can con some of these guys to come up and talk to me too.
Sure.
Welcome back. I'm here with the stars of the Sunshine Boys. We have Stephen Starnes and Marshall Goff. And guys, we were kind of chit-chatting a little bit before this, but I've worked with Stephen, and he's got the scars. But,
Excellent.
But I have never got to work with you, so I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Oh, happy to. I've got some scars, but they're not from Stephen.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Tell us a little bit about the show. I'm going. Now Steve is the lead. I think
He's the lead. We'll hand it off to Steve.
So okay, we'll let Steve start.
Well, Eric, it's just a real pleasure to be here. The show is great. It is a well-written show, and the cast is phenomenal. Marshall does a tremendous job. I really can think that there are three leads. Marshall plays the stand-up comedy team partner. His character is Al Lewis, and together, Al Lewis and Willie Clark make up the comedy team of Lewis and Clark. And then we have a long-suffering third lead that is played by Chris Beaver. He is the agent and the nephew of Willie Clark, and he gets browbeaten every scene he's in, the poor guy. But he does a fabulous job as the long-suffering nephew. But Eric, you and I go way back. This new venue for FPA reminds me very much of what we used to do when FPA was over at the college, when we had the little black box. This is a real comfortable venue for us. The audience is right here with us. We tried going out to bigger venues, but this just has the intimacy that allows the audience to almost be on stage with us, and it's great.
And
Almost, we end up on stage in the audience.
well, that's cool too.
In some instances, depending on how far the hat flies.
But the storyline of this show is just phenomenal. Eric, Neil Simon is a great writer. I don't have to tell anybody that. But the relationship between the two vaudeville comics is just so great. Willie Clark is that guy who is not always right, but has never been wrong. He contradicts himself in virtually every sentence. He'll say one thing and then he'll contradict it next. And for 43 years, these two comics worked together. And Marshall's character of Al Lewis, in my opinion, put up with Willie for 43 years. And finally, he said, I can't do it anymore, and he dissolved the team. And Willie Clark has never forgiven him for that.
Oh.
He still holds a grudge. And everything that goes wrong in Willie's life, he blames Al Lewis for. He's got a comic paranoia about the whole thing. And Marshall does so great as Al Lewis. He's just fantastic.
That's very generous. Very generous. But now Al Lewis, again, is the typical vaudeville straight man. Okay, I'm there to deliver the straight lines. I'm there to have the little sarcastic witticisms every now and again, and he gets to do the histrionics. So it works out really well.
Yeah.
And again, working with Steve, I haven't worked with Steve since probably the mid-aughts of 2000.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a good long time. And again, I took a hiatus from doing community theater for 5 or 6 years, but that's the beauty of community theater. That's why I enjoy doing it, with Foothills and with anyone really. But it's the opportunity to develop community. I've known Stephen now for a long time. I meet new people each time I go out for a show, and there's always something new to learn, and there's always something that the whole community can get involved in if they just want to come and do it. They'll find a place. We'll find a place for you.
Oh yeah. And what I really do like the new venue. I like the new spot, and it does remind me a lot of the Black Box Theater at the college that you had years ago. And it's quaint and it's. I mean, if you go to New York, you go off Broadway. This is the way the theaters are. This is the size. This is the thing. This is just like off Broadway in New York.
Well, and even in our local cities, my son lives in Asheville, and and he does theater up there some. But again, the theaters are small.
Yeah.
like this. Unless you're working with a big professional troupe, you're going to get small venues where you can be artistic and take some chances and do some things that you'll get an immediate response from.
And it's this always amazes me, but all the technology and all the stuff that people are trying to do at home, to have stuff 3D or to have stuff in their face or to have surround sound, that's what this is. That's what theater is. And if you come to a play and you see a play in person, it's totally different. It's a life-altering experience, like it was for you two guys.
Oh, absolutely. And the beautiful part about it is you honestly never know what might happen at any particular night on the theater. We rehearse and we practice and we rehearse, but anything could happen.
And it does. It does so often. And the hardest thing for me working with Marshall is I almost break down when I look at him when he's doing his comic bits. I almost become like Harvey Korman in the old Carol Burnett show. I almost break up because he's as funny as Tim Conway. Sunday we were performing and he was delivering his lines and looking me straight in the eye, and I was fighting off laughter the entire time. But Marshall and I do go way back. The first show we ever did together, Marshall won't remember this, but we did the baseball show. And
I still got the T-shirt.
Yeah. I was just showing up to take my preteen daughter to rehearsal, and the next thing I knew, I was on stage. And then I got bit by the bug, and Marshall and I have done a lot of shows together. So as Cody said in the beginning, there's a lot of parallels between that, except that Marshall and I do like each other. But we also did a Neil Simon play together. We did The Good Doctor.
Yes, that's right.
Which was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with that one. So FPA has a great, rich history, and we're just glad to be part of the new FPA. The young people, I'm an old guy now, Aaron. The young people like Cody and all the others, they bring so much energy and vibe to the theater, and of course they know the technology that I don't.
But yeah, so you guys like Cody as a director? Is he good?
Yeah.
Oh, Cody has been fabulous as a director. He really, I have what a friend of mine calls a big line load, meaning I've got a lot of lines, and I easily get discouraged. And Cody has been the amateur psychologist, or maybe the professional psychologist, that's kept me motivated and willing to go to keep me from walking off the stage.
Cody is the kind of director who will let us go even overboard if we feeling it or we feel something like it, and then tell us to rein it back in. So he allows actors to act and to do what they think that they should be doing, and if it's not working for him, he'll let you know. You can't ask any more of a director than that.
That sounds like a great director.
I want to stay on the relationship between me and Marshall for just a moment longer, because this show is a show that's been around for a while, and in fact, one of the recent productions of it included Judd Hurst and what's his name? Louis De Palma. What's his real name? Cody.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito played Willie Clark, and Judd Hurst played Al Lewis on Broadway a couple of years back. Oh, wow. And they said they had such a great time just screaming at each other, because we do a lot of screaming at each other. Marshall said that he was the straight man in the comic duo, the character. I've got one line where I say that he's senile, and he says, "I'm not giving you any." I say, "You're senile. Do you know what that means?" And he goes, "I'm not giving you any straight lines."
Yeah, that's it.
Oh man. Well, I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to us. What are the show dates?
Let's bring Cody back up here. Cody, we need
Show dates are this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee at 2:30, and then next weekend, Foothills is doing 3 weekends for this show. So we opened last week.
Okay.
So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee at 2:30, Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee at 2:30 next week. The Friday and Saturday shows, the house opens at 7, curtains at 7:30.
Oh, okay. So curtains at 7:30. That's good to know.
What the lights? No curtain yet. But keep coming to the shows, and we'll get some curtains.
Yeah.
And we're right next to 1841 Cafe. And what's the name of the tattoo place next door?
Flashback Tattoo.
Flashback Tattoo.
And there's little markets and places all down Main Street here. So come see a show and take some business to the other places. They'd love it.
There's Fercott Fermentables just down the street.
Yeah.
Stop, have a drink.
Yeah,
Liquid Roots around the corner. We got the Poorhouse across the street. Any place you want to wet your whistle.
that's right. And Cody even tells the audience in the pre-show that because this is the social district, they can go out during intermission and grab a beverage, but they have to come back for Act Two. That's
Okay.
required.
Exactly.
That's definitely required. Well, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us and letting us know about the show. And we want to come see the Sunshine Boys.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you
Eric.
guys so
Thank
much.
you, everyone.
And thanks for watching Caldwell County Today.
Thank you.
Thank you.